All right, so far it feels like this is basically a set of Python, right? Here, get random. I think this will make things spicy. Okay. Um, um, insert, delete, get random or one. So get random is you'll just give the size of the set and you will ask it like random from this set of values, right? I think it can do that. Given a list, I mean, we'll give it a list of indices 0, 1, 2, 3. Imagine there are like 4 numbers inside our randomized set. And then when we call get random, it will create a random, basically select an index randomly, and then return it. I don't think it's that complex, to be honest, but I think it's a medium question. So I'm not sure if I'm missing something or not. But just for the sake of things, I'd like to get moving and I'd like to write down these ones. I think these are very straightforward, right? Initialize as a random set object, insert an item into the set if not present, return true if the item was not present, false otherwise. This is actually the same. You check if it's present or not. If it's present, you remove it and you return true, and false otherwise. So I'd like to get going with these ones. I'd like to call self randomized set. It will be a Python set. Does it work like that? Anyways, so I won't type hint for this variable, but it's a set of it's a set of integers, right? The values that are coming here. Let's have a look at the constraints though. I think they make sense. So the values are very big, okay? And at most, this much calls will be made to these methods. All right. I don't see what's the problem. There will be at least one element in the data structure when get random is called. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Here, if we check, right, if it's in our randomized set already, you can return false because it says so, right? It's already there. If item is not present, you'll just add it and then return true. That's it for the insert. And remove, same. Let me just copy it. If it's there, I'd like you to self.randomized set, remove value, all right? These are all O1 operations. And here, if it's not there, return false, right? Okay, given this, I'd like to move on to the get random. I think here, it's not so tricky. I'd like to have like a indices, all right? And it should go um, from, let's say, from I in range length of our self-randomized set, which is also O1, okay, to access it. And thereon you have your indices. Yeah, it's a bit of space. This introduces space complexity, right? But I think we like to go with the time complexity. But this actually could be even optimized later on, this space. Okay, maybe it's definitely possible with random, but I don't really remember the random functionality, so I like to move on with that and just mention this includes ON complexity, space complexity, where n is the size of this randomized set. And then I think, I don't know, I really don't remember the method call, but basically you give something like math random from indices and it will return the index for you, and you'll just return the value of it, right? Randomized set. But here I need to check the documentation. Python random over iterable, but over a list. Yes, choice. I remember random choice. Okay, so we'd like to import random first at the top if it's not imported. Random.choice. Is it choices or choice? Choice, all right. So this one will return you an index and it will... Okay, now I noticed something. You can't access an element in the set with an index. It's not a list. Though you can... Yeah, it's not ideal. Okay, I think I got the difficult part right now. Maybe it's not, but let me just have a look. So the problem is you can, you can have the length and you can have your indices, right? And thereon you can transform it to a list, right? Which is probably not the greatest idea, but yeah, just something like this. You're transforming it to a list, and then you are selecting the index there, right? The correct index. This is again ON time complexity. Sorry, ON space complexity. It's also actually, let me think. I think you are going over this whole randomized set while typecasting it to a list, and it will also add ON time complexity, which is making things a bit awkward at the moment. But let's have a look. Is there a better way? There's one option though. Um, you can iterate over. I really don't know. Hmm, okay, let's go step by step. I think whenever I encounter a difficulty, my body temperature and my stress levels increase. I can feel it right now. It's a bit difficult in this position to calm down and work on the next step, right? So here it's, as I said, we are adding space complexity and time complexity here. So get random turns out to be more trickier than what I've thought. To verbalize it again and again, I thought I can access the random element on the set. Um, yeah, randomly, basically. But it didn't turn out to be. Uh, yeah, sorry. It didn't turn out to be easy. Um, what can you do? Like, you have your set, it's like fully populated. You have some kind of index that you can check. But I think there should be a way, like, Python random should have a built-in something for it, right? I don't know if it defeats the purpose of it, but right, there should be a random operation that can be done there, right? But I don't know if it defeats the purpose. Maybe it's actually very much defeating. So I would really like to have a comment. Look the comments right now. The problem here is, again, I don't have a lot of time. When this happens, I need to stop. Let's run it and submit it. All right, I got a bounce. It's not the best complexity, right? It's not actually complying with the question, but I'll come back to this. Um, yeah, I think you can do it yourself.